got a bunch of sand in my microphone. But we're live. Well, not really live. This should be premiering later today. But what's going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back to the 79th episode of the Detox Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Darren Rita. Feel free to connect with me at any of the links down below. And if you're new here and you enjoy music, podcasts, or comedy, consider subscribing. Now, with all that out of the way, I want to talk real quick to you guys before I fill you in on where I am and what I'm doing. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about car insurance. So these days, it feels like we're able to do more and more from home. So while you're at home, why aren't you saving money on your car insurance? Your hometown agency, Kenosha Auto Insurance, specialized for years in simple, hassle-free car insurance, helping you and your family get the best rates with touch-free technology. So what are you waiting for? Give them a call today at 262-448-4141. That's 448-4141. The website is kenoshains.com. One last time, that is 262-448-4141. The worst that could happen is they will get you the best rates. Try to not make any cuts in this, but it's a little weird with the wind and whatnot. So, all right, got all that out of the way. All the business stuff. How are you guys, though? I am out here on a beach, if you can't tell, living large. McKenna's walking away from me, using a mini microphone. Hopefully we get some okay audio out of this. I'm not really sure how this will turn out. Hopefully it looks okay. I don't even know if I'm in the middle of the camera. Can't really see. But it's 2021 officially. This is the first episode of 2021. We got a new year. I'm in a new place. Just kidding. I definitely don't live here. We will not be doing the podcast from here indefinitely. But it is fun. It is fun to be out here. Obviously no guest today. No guest on next Monday either. There's a fucking seagull right here trying to fuck up my camera. What's up, dog? Oh, if you're listening on Spotify, you're gonna be very confused. Come in here. Okay, he doesn't want it. But yeah, I'm on a beach right now, so I'm sorry if the audio's super butchered. Hopefully not. I will say this. Sunlight cures depression right off the bat. You can't beat this. You can't beat being in the warm weather. Definitely a step up from Wisconsin when I left. Was not so great. But this episode should be premiering tonight, so I'll probably be in the comments talking shit about how weird I look right now. I can't see anything, just kind of squinting. But how was your guys' New Year's? How are you guys looking forward to the new year? I just want to get on here and talk really quickly about kind of, well, I guess looking back, maybe recapping 2020 quickly, and then looking forward onto this year, and like kind of taking the lessons that I think 2020 has taught me, and I think a lot of other people too, and see what we can do to make sure we make 2021 the best that we can, get the most out of it that we can. I know for me, I'm not a big New Year's resolution guy. I don't, which is weird, right? Because I set all these goals. I'm always telling you guys to set goals. I'm always telling you guys to make checklists and whatnot. But I think a lot of people with New Year's resolutions is they just like sound nice to say, and then they don't stick with them. So I really want you guys to, I know this isn't a self-help channel, but I really want you guys to like think about what it is you want to do this year, and not in a New Year's resolution trendy way. Because for me, I went through a lot of shit last year. Obviously, we all had to deal with some of the same things, taking over the news and taking over our lives, I guess. But we all had our own like personal struggles too. I lost a lot of people close to me. I lost my dog last year, so I was really upset about that for a while. Creativity sometimes didn't come super easy because of some of the shit that was going on externally, and that was really hard for me, honestly. So my biggest goal, I wouldn't call it a New Year's resolution, is to stay positive, and not in like a corny like, I find the glass half full kind of thing, but just to sort of refine my mindset, and that I'm always someone who's looking to set goals and accomplish them, but to try and stay a little bit more positive in the present, because I think that we all maybe not all of us, but I know myself personally, I rob myself of like my in the moment happiness because of what I'm like trying to achieve next, what I'm like trying to go after next. And I'm always focused on that next goal and that next thing. And I think sometimes you do that and you get caught up and you forget all the good things you have going on, all the great things you have accomplished. And hopefully some of this rant is making any amount of sense. But that brings me to, I want to talk about a little bit about 2020. Started off the year with, the whole group and I had just done our first show in December of the following year, and we released a documentary in January about that, which was huge. And then released a song kind of talking about how I felt before it, and that led into we did more D's Kitchens, we did hella podcasts, tons of new guests. We even, released one of my biggest songs to date, Afraid of Dying Alone, that my brother produced, and I kind of got to help oversee the creation of. And then, me and Nick just did our thing, and moments like that are super cool. And then some personal things happened, and I'm not really around a lot of the same people that I was, and I was in a dark place for a while, where I really didn't know who was with me and who wasn't. It turned out some of the people I thought that weren't, and then others that maybe I thought were. So it's weird how that worked out. But it kind of, again, just brought me back to like needing to realize where I am in the moment. Like even now, like I'm on a beach, the ocean is behind me, dude. Like that's, I don't know. And I was like stressing out about doing this podcast, and I was stressing out about, do I do highlights this week or do I not do highlights this week? And again, just focused on that next thing and not really like enjoying the moment. So I'm trying to more consciously do that and remind myself. So if you guys hear me bitching about like, oh, I gotta do this or something in the podcast, I know I don't usually do that, but fucking comment that I'm being a bitch or something, because I need that push. And so I'm gonna keep trying to put that on myself. But so yeah, I want to keep going with the recap of 2020. I had all those things happen, went into a pretty dark place, didn't do a whole lot of videos other than the podcast, and I continued. Oh, that was another pelican. It's freaking me out. I continued, chugging along with the podcast, trucking along, whatever. And then I slowly but surely got back into writing more music and made, honestly, the project I'm like most proud of to this date. Haze, I think was, some of my best work musically, and I'm super thankful for everybody that shared it, that listened. Even just the fact that you checked it out is crazy. So thank you guys for that. Like, it was just so cool to be able, I went through a lot of hard shit, and I talked about a lot of it, not in super detail, but pretty generally speaking. I covered a lot of shit on that project that was going on in my life and where my head was at. So it just meant a lot that, people even checked it out. And, to the people that enjoyed it, an even bigger thank you. Like, that's just so cool to me. And then, moving past that, I think that project is what got my head out of my ass, and then I got to reflect on some bad things that were going on, and then I went on, honestly, one of the like things I'm most proud of, and impressed by, the run I went on for the rest of the year, and not just by myself either. I had people like Harrison in my corner, who you guys know, he does a lot of the video work. Not so much anymore because he's busy with school, but he does a lot of any of the bigger projects, man. I want him on there with me. I want to be working with that guy because I love him. And then Big Ty, my right-hand man, always doing anything I need. So, the two of us kind of bunkered down and made sure we were doing a video every Friday for 2.5 months. And then on top of that, we had the podcast every week, a couple highlights out of that every week. And then I went on 9 straight weeks releasing a song. So that was super special, and it was crazy. I think the coolest thing about that, and I don't want to, before I even get into it, I don't want to sound like this, I'm just going to list all my accomplishments of last year. Shit. It's just, no, I really, last year was really hard for me, and I didn't, because I was, like I said before, I was always looking at the next thing that I really didn't ever acknowledge what I had going on in the present. And so I kind of just want to give myself that for a second, and then we'll talk about 2021. But the coolest thing about that, doing that 9 songs, was that I had a different person every week tell me that was their favorite song that I had made. And that's huge, because that, you always want to be improving. And sometimes when you're caught up in doing that every single week, I mean, I would be fucking sitting in a room for like 8 hours trying to finish mixing a song because I like couldn't tell if it was ready, and I needed to get it done by that day. And sometimes you think like, oh man, is this like a lateral move, or am I going backwards? This is not good, like, because you're just listening to it so much, and to have people come in and like it's very reassuring. And it's not all about what people think, but it's really cool and really special when you can create like an art and then people dig their teeth into it and enjoy it too. Like, that's just so cool. It's just so cool to me. Like, I've seen people playing it on their Snapchats when they're hanging out with their friends and like living to your music, to your art. Like, that's just insane to me. So yeah, we did that, and Big Ty and I are working on a whole lot of new stuff for next year, and I'm working with a ton of new people that I really enjoy working with, and people coming into the studio and getting their own time in, and it's just really cool. And I wouldn't honestly be able to do any of that without like people like you guys supporting me. Don't get me wrong, I'm pretty thick-skinned and arrogant in a lot of ways, where I think what I'm doing is cool sometimes when it's not. And so I'm sure I would keep going, but without you guys, it wouldn't be. Without the people listening and watching and sharing and just enjoying this and commenting, like, the community we've grown is very small, but it's very, tight-knit, and I just appreciate you guys. I really do. And without you guys, like, backing me up, sometimes it would be a lot harder to talk some of the shit that I do. So I appreciate you guys fueling me to be a arrogant asshole. That's awesome. So thank you. Now, I want to talk a little about 2021, right? We recapped 2020. I got a couple of notes here, so forgive me. And I know I can't really look at the camera because I can't see shit. But I want to talk a little bit about 2021. What you guys can expect. The podcast is still going to be going strong. I hope to do another one, like a year special, like the Chatty Awards and everything. We got to see, though. I got to see what's going on with COVID, and I hate that I even had to say that name. Hopefully this video doesn't get like all the weird shit underneath it, but I got to see what's going on with that. We got to see what's happening. Because I really want to do it in a bigger venue. I want it to be more of an award show feel. I want to allow, everybody that's been on the show to come back. But we'll see. We'll see how that. We got, a long time before that's happening. So hopefully, things can be a little bit in a better place by then. So you can, look forward to that. Obviously, the podcasts are going to keep going. Got some huge guests that I'm super pumped for, that are, one, going to help the channel, and two, just going to be insanely fun episodes for you guys to hear and watch. So yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited for some people that are going to be on it. I don't want to give any of that away yet, but I will say this too about 2020. I had a ton of fun doing the video where you guys told me what to do. So I would love, we just hit 600 subscribers recently, I think last episode of the podcast. So if you guys want to tell me what you want to see, I know Whiskey Man joked over during the last episode that he wanted to see a boxing match. If that's what you guys want to see, I'll fucking do it. I don't care. I'll do whatever you guys want. I want to entertain you. That's what I'm here for. At least on this channel. When I make my music, I make my music. But for this, I want you guys to have fun. So yeah, why don't you guys let me know? I really enjoy doing the shit that you guys like seeing, and I want to with the podcast even. I've got a lot of guests booked. I mean, we're booked until February. All of February's booked except for, I think I'm missing one date in January, so I haven't posted the guests yet. But I'll probably post them before I post this video. So I got a couple people I'm talking to right now. So if you guys want to see anybody specifically on the podcast, you want to be on the podcast, message me. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out what we can do, whether it's virtual or in person. We'll figure it out. I want to talk to you guys. I want to, interact with us. I think we have a really special thing going on here, and I think this year is going to be really big for us. And it's because of you guys. I can't stress that enough. Now, for me, goals in 2021. I also want to hear your guys' goals in 2021 too, so please let me know down below. for me, I really, for this channel, I'd like to see this channel pass 1,000 subs. I'd like to get to talk with some people that have been, positively impacted by it. Because that's the thing, whenever I talk to people that are like influencers or trying to be, right, and I ask them like, oh, what do you want to accomplish, like what's success look like for you, and they'll always tell me like a number of subscribers or a number of followers, and I know I just started this with saying I want to hit 1,000 subs, but it's more so that I could get pushed by YouTube in a way where I could start, seeing if what we're doing here would affect people in different areas. Because right now we're very local. Like we do have some people that I don't know, I've never met in person for sure, but a lot of people I know that are subscribed and interacting with the content, which is awesome. That's super cool. But I think we can be bigger than that, and I think we could spread this like a more positive message to more people by doing that. So that's why I say the 1,000. It's not just because I care about a fucking number over actual like impact. I'd rather, even if it stays at 600 forever, and all 600 of those people are moved, that's better than 601. But for kind of some more measurable goals, right? I want to hit 1,000 subscribers. I want to start posting on TikTok, man. I know it's cringy, but I gotta do something to get this music out there. I've had people that I've shown it to, and people that have listened that aren't from my area, like go nuts over it, and they're like, dude, why isn't this here, why isn't this there? And I'm not here to tell you that it's like the best shit in the world. I understand, music is subjective, but I do think it's reached a level of quality where it can get out to more people, and apparently right now TikTok is the only way to really get organic reach like that. So I'm going to try and start posting over there a little bit more, at least with the music side of things. And then, so we got, what I say, 1,000 subs. I want to do some TikTok posting. I want to release more music than I did this year. And I released 20 songs, or more music than I did in 2020. I released 20 songs in 2020, and I want to release, obviously at least more than that. Got a really cool project coming out this summer that I want you guys to hear. It's very special to me. I feel like I'm just ranting right now about shit I want to do in 2021, but whatever. I guess that's what I'm supposed to be doing. But yeah, and I just generally, like I said, want to stay positive. I want to be happy. I want to help my friends in ways that are meaningful. I want to maybe make sure that the people I do care about are doing all right, because I know how I felt this last year, and I don't want people that I know to feel that way. I don't want any of you guys to feel that way. And so if there's anything I can do this year to be better, I want to try and do it. I want to try and listen more. I want to hear different points of view more. That's what I'm trying to you'll probably see a different variety of people that come on the show. Because I just want to hear more people's perspectives. I want to understand people more. We're all human, and I just want us to all get along, and I want us all to be happy. And I know it's not all possible, but why not try, right? And if it blows up in my face, at least it's good entertainment value. What am I at for time? I'm only at like 18 minutes. I figured this wasn't going to be super long, so hopefully the video doesn't stop recording at any point. Unless it's supposed to be audio. Let me check that actually real quick. How we looking? Is it still recording? It is still recording. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry about that. We're getting attacked by seagulls right now. Holy shit. Okay. Well, I want to say to everybody who tuned in today, thank you for listening. Patrons, I do not have a way to put your thing up on screen at the second. So don't know that, but I want to say thank you to all our patrons. If you want to become a patron, go to patreon.com/Darren Rita. To do that, you can join for as little as $1 a month. There are a couple of exclusive videos over there, and there will be more after this year. There will be a lot more. Holy shit, these things are fucking attacking us. Okay, I gotta get this on there. Oh, if you're listening on Spotify, thank you also, but you're not gonna understand this next part. See if this can even focus up on them. Look at this. I don't even know if you can see that. It's probably not focused, but it's fucking nuts, dude. There's seagulls everywhere. We're getting attacked. I'm on the beach. That's the ocean. The ocean's crazy. Thank you guys for an amazing 2020. You know, as hard as it was fucking one of the worst years of my life. You guys still somehow made me be able to, when I was looking back on it, editing up that video for the year, you still made me be able to smile. And a lot of that's due to you guys. So, just want to say thank you. And let's look forward to this new year. Let's stay positive. Let's be kind to everybody. Let's do all that we can to make this a better year. So, with all that being said, thank you to Kenosha Auto Insurance for sponsoring this episode. I already said thank you to the patrons. Thank you to everybody who is watching or listening live on YouTube. And if you're listening on Spotify the next day, thank you as well. I will see you guys in the next episode, which I've got some fun stuff planned for. So I'll see you guys then. Peace.